Hi everyone, welcome to the NACAC Rural and Small Town SIG College Spotlight Week. This week is Willamette University. My name is Carla Gutierrez Hernandez and I'm a second year admission counselor for Willamette. And I work closely with students in Utah, New Mexico, Northern California, and Eastern and Southern Oregon. To kick things off, I just wanted to give you a quick introduction of Willamette if you haven't heard from us before. Willamette is a 4-year private liberal arts institution. We are located in Salem, Oregon. We have an undergraduate student population of 1,800 students, as well as 600 graduate students. 23% identify as first-generation college students, meaning that they're in the first in their family to complete a 4-year degree. We also have 31% who identify as students of color, and 18% who are Pell eligible. And our top 5 most popular majors are psychology, economics, environmental science, biology, and politics. And our graduation rate in 6 years is 74%. That actually beats the national average of 60 to 65%. And then a quick important note to know about us is that we are supported by 3 professional schools, which is the College of Law, the NACAC Graduate School of Management, and the Claremont School of Theology. Before moving on, I also wanted to give you a couple other fun facts about us. We were founded in 1842, being the first university in the West. Willamette also has a 54-year partnership with Tokyo International University of America, where we are able to welcome a large group of students, approximately 120 students, each year from that exchange program to campus. So for them, they are able to experience what it's like to attend college in the West Coast, but also for current students to also build long-lasting relationships with them as well. And as this image can clearly display for you, we are in close proximity to the state capitol, 76 feet to be exact, where 80% of the interns are Willamette students. So in the introduction, you heard me talk about Willamette being a liberal arts institution. So I just wanted to take a moment and kind of explain to you what that is at its core and how that is reflected in our co-curriculum and kind of talking about what are the benefits and the outcomes of that. So first and foremost is that the coursework is interdisciplinary, it's experiential, and student-centered, where you get a breadth of educational experience that's very broad and very general in all majors. But at the same time, you also build strong critical thinking and interpersonal communication skills that are very well suited for you to be able to have versatility in the job market, so you are able to be adaptable in a changing world as well as the job market as well. And we incorporate that value of developing all these different skill sets through our core curriculum and through our various academic programs. And so at the end, having earned a liberal arts degree from Willamette, you not only complete college on time with valuable degrees and experience, but it's a rewarding educational journey that helps you be equipped to successfully lead and serve in all facets of life. So the outcome of not only being in a small class size environment, but also importantly, what are you doing as far as building yourself up into having all these graduate level skill sets and knowledge that help you be equipped for whether you're going to get a master's or doctorate or whether you want to go and start your career as well. So more specifically on the academic experience at Willamette, we offer 52 academic programs, a few that are designed your own. We also do offer new programs in business, public health, and data science. And so those new programs were driven by students' needs and the demands in the job market. And so the curriculum was continuing to expand to really be adaptable into what fields are beginning to emerge in the job market itself. Our class size average is 18 students. And along with not only building those important communication skills and critical thinking skills, it's also finding ways of how can you incorporate that and continue to develop those skills through your study abroad program or experience. We offer over 66 different study abroad partnerships. We also offer research with students collaborating with faculty on research, or also students beginning to conduct their own research on their topic of their choosing, and internships. And that also includes not only the state capitol, but then also other forms of nonprofits, organizations, and causes, and things like that. So I want to draw your attention real quick to the image on your right. So the story behind that is that a student who was a declared exercise science major, this student was interested in physical therapy specifically, and the student was also very involved in our performing arts programs on campus, and they were very talented in ballet. And so this groundbreaking research that they did, it really came about by them just having a casual conversation with some of their peers who were on the football team, and it eventually kind of led up to the student then proposing a research on measuring is there any benefit in taking ballet to improve a football player's range of motion. And so that was just a really cool story I wanted to share with you, because that is just one glimpse of what an outcome of a liberal arts degree can do for a student, where you feel inspired and feel motivated to pursue topics in research that you were curious about exploring more, just want to learn more, and make it personal based on your background and experience, and really be able to formally write it and document it in an academic paper. And the student in particular then was able to also present her research in various conferences as well. Last thing I'll note as well is that we also do offer dual degree programs with the law school, as well as with the business school as well, and data science, as well as those are just opportunities, again, to just provide access and support for students who already are wanting to seek a law degree, their MBA, or the Master's of Science in those particular areas. Specifically with the law school, in that track, you are able to shave off a year of law school, so giving you an early jumpstart to your career in law. But key thing to note is that with Willamette students, they have until the end of their sophomore year to officially declare major. So you have those 2 extra years to really be able to try out different introduction courses in various departments that are interesting to you, and then speak with your advisor and various faculty and finding out which track is best suited for you based on what you're interested in studying. And as much as in the college search process, oftentimes students find that, yes, it is important to look at cost of college and also to look at which colleges offer the programs that I'm looking for. But another key component as well is looking at finding a right fit for you socially, finding that this campus and this college environment will work best for me. And so with Willamette specifically, there's a lot of great things to do on campus that, go from joining one of the many hundreds of clubs and organizations on campus, whether you're a student athlete and you're being recruited for a sport. We are a Division III NCAA school where we have 19 varsity sports. There's also music ensembles and performing arts clubs, lots of different things for you to do and be a part of. So really considering part of your college search, are there things for me to do outside of the classroom? What are ways that I can get involved with? And then in those different activities, students at Willamette will be involved on average, I would say 2 to 3 different activities. And based on those activities, they will then work their way up and then hold different leadership roles and serve as leaders in their community and on campus as well. So looking for different ways to really serve as a leader, and definitely just continue to build more connections outside of your social group and just continue to meet more people. And as well, kind of thinking about what is within the parameters of campus and what is Salem like. Within 6 Block, in this image, you can clearly see that there's a lot of great things going on in downtown. Where you can go to a coffee shop, you can go to a restaurant, you can go to a riverfront park, go for a run, etc. But we find that historically, students who are coming from a small town and coming to Willamette and Salem, they adjust very well because Salem and Willamette is a really good size, a good mix of not being super huge and be super overwhelming for a metropolitan area, but then at the same time, not being completely isolated, but just having both access to resources on campus and also off campus for them to explore the city, but then also having a good size of campus where they feel like they are able to reach out to professors and being able to really closely interact with their peers. So overall, I would say this would be a really good fit for someone who's looking for a college like Willamette, where it's a good size, it's small, but not too small, but it's also not huge, large, or it's not surrounded by a huge, large metropolitan area as well. So when it comes to rural and small town student resources, I'll start with the admission side first. We offer a student flying program that's called Access to Excellence, where there's 3 opportunities in each spring semester where you are able to come visit us on campus, and we will take care of all the costs that comes with travel, a meal, and an overnight stay for admitted students who are the first in their family to complete a 4-year degree or identify as people of color. So just providing that access to our visit program where It just may not be accessible for them to fly out on their own. We just want to provide that additional assistance for them to come out and just really show how much we would like for you to just experience campus and for you to just continue to meet other community members on campus. But in the meantime, as you're probably watching this, you're thinking about college in a year from now or two, I definitely encourage you to sign up for one of our virtual visits. That includes an information session / virtual tour of campus. We also do offer one-on-one meetings with one of our admission counselors via Zoom. And in that same page that's bolded at the bottom where you can register, it will also include a calendar and kind of updates on different events that we'll be participating in, different panels and workshops that really help you kind of feel equipped before you begin your college search process at Willamette. And on the flip side, when it comes to what kind of student support looks like at Willamette, the first thing that always comes up is faculty. Faculty are not only recognized with a top award in their field and are very much enthusiastic about the topics and classes that they teach, but they genuinely are folks that serve as mentors for their students, folks that they can really advise students on what classes to take, what research they should pursue, what internships, that really help a student achieve their academic and career goal while they're at Willamette. And you build a long-lasting organic relationship with them because you have gotten to know them very well as a student, but then also that advisor and faculty has gotten to know you very well as well and kind of seen you progress and kind of your progression during your time here at Willamette as well. And then with the first year experience and any incoming students, we try to make that process as welcoming, as supportive as possible. And so we offer a opening days program where incoming students will come in on campus, get settled in, and continue to receive a lot of orientation and information about Willamette resources, who to go to for certain specific assistance on things. But at that same time, you're also then, as an incoming student, introduced to your first official college course at Willamette, which is called a colloquium course. So colloquium is a mandatory required class for all incoming students to complete in their fall semester of their freshman year. And it's not necessarily an introduction to any course or any department per se. It's just kind of a course that helps incoming students feel kind of supported and kind of have a great understanding of what it means to take a class at Willamette given its rigor. And so we'll have courses or topics taught in, for instance, we'll have somebody teach something in Harry Potter in the World of Ethics, someone taught the history of knitting, someone did an analytical critique of Disney villains, etc. So the faculty who are teaching these courses will have a group of approximately 15 to 25 students per group. And it's all incoming students, they're all on the same journey, and it's just kind of additional support and kind of guidance to kind of ease that transition in before that following week you then start including the other full classes with the rest of the upperclassmen as well. And when it comes to academic and career support, we also do provide free tutoring, writing assistance, and we do have a career development office that's there for students to provide them with guidance on how to polish a resume, a cover letter. If they need practice with an interview, they also provide mock interviews, both in walk-in or appointments. So just additional free support for students if they're looking to gain an internship or research, or if they're thinking about in their senior year, what kind of careers or grad programs are best suited for them. And then lastly, the Source Center, which stands for Students Organizing for Access to Resources. This was a student-led initiative that was starting off as just kind of a way to really provide additional support for students where there's always that concern about financial support and stability. And so that office and center holds 3 different offices. So it has the first gen book drive that provides just a library of different textbooks used by other previous students and faculty donating textbooks. It really becomes very valuable for students if they're taking an introduction course and it's the same textbook and volume, they're able to request that and get it. There's also the Bearcat Pantry, so canned food, and then it's also developed to provide personal hygiene as well. And then also there's the clothing drive as well, where there has been donation from faculty, students, and staff for students who need access to professional wardrobe for their interview or for an internship, just providing that additional just support for students who may not have the financial means to go out and buy that wardrobe. So as you can clearly see that there's not only a lot of support in place, but students are also looking for ways to advocate for one another and looking for ways to continue to provide more support in different areas on campus. So the last thing I'll talk about is the admission process. So Willamette uses a common application. Our deadline for admission for early decision and early action is November 15th, and regular decision is January 15th. And then our release dates for those is December 30th and March 1st. We are test optional. We have been test optional for the past 3 years, and that is continuing to be a more popular choice among students. But if you decide to submit your test scores, you are more than happy to do so, and we'll also super score them as well. There is no application fee. There's also no supplemental essay. And again, we are test optional. So those are just kind of ways that we provide access to our admission process. And with financial aid package, we offer merit-based awards that range up to $27,000 per year and is guaranteed to renew each year. We also do offer competitive scholarships in debate, music, theater, visual arts, public health, environmental science, and STEM. So those are competitive scholarships where it will require you to take an additional step to fill out an application for that particular department and maybe submit an online portfolio, audition, interview, essay, etc. And I want to draw your attention closely to music and theater specifically because in order to be a scholarship recipient, you do not have to be a declared major. You just have to participate in those programs. So just a key thing to note. And lastly, we will also stack on top any need-based as well that you're eligible for using the free application for federal student aid. So overall, the financial aid package will continue to be modified and will continue to stack on top any other scholarships that you're awarded as well. And that will conclude my presentation. I also wanted to give you one last quick beauty shot of campus during the fall season. And throughout listening to me speak about Willamette, if any of this information you're interested in learning more or have a follow-up question, there is my contact information right there. I encourage you to visit us on our website and kind of learn more about our application process and continue to sign up for those virtual visits as well. We would love to hear from you and help you answer any questions about admissions or programs that we offer, co-curricular, academic, and we would just like to get to know you. And if you want to follow us on any of these social media handles, they're right there, so feel free to. And we'll continue to update you with just fun facts and updates from our campus. And that will do it for this presentation. And I hope you are continuing to stay well and healthy during these times, and I look forward to hearing from you very soon.